This is so that I'm getting that type of information so that whoever uploads it to YouTube has an idea of what the program is.
Because right now we're generically saying join
Right.
Tiffany Daniel and her, the rest of the
Instead, you can put join Tiffany Daniel to talk about the health like that way we have a better idea of what the show is.
Agreed.
So the first two will be healing process, and then when we connect with the call, we're gonna start moving into community outreach.
Now we're getting a lot more confiscated since you all started with us.
All right.
And,
I see.
And today, confiscated is a word.
This will be typed up next time.
Well, no, the reason I'm mentioning that is because we're going to start asking you to provide this data before you come in here.
Great.
At least 24 hours before, if not 48, just so that we have everything set and you're ready to go. And
so that way when you come in, you can sit down, get situated. We'll already have your lower thirds, your name and your title to put on the screen. We'll have all your graphics preloaded, and we can, just get ready and go.
Ready from there.
Right. So your name, Tiffany?
Yes, ma'am.
Tiffany?
Yes, ma'am.
Daniel?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. No S. Thank you.
Okay. Is that how you would like it on the screen? Is Tiffany Daniel? And what would you like as your title? Host of Live Today Health Talk, or okay, let's do that.
host, Live Today Health Talk.
Yep. And we said TODAY.
Or it should be co-hosts. There's 3 of them.
Well, they can all be hosts.
Okay, fair enough.
If that's,
Yeah, that's short.
everybody's.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Remind me of your name again.
Dr. Joanne Fisher.
Dr. Joanne. No E. Okay. Fisher.
Yes, and the A is capitalized in Joanne.
Okay, thank you. And also host Live Today Health Talk. Live Today. Sorry. I'm so used to that live.
No, she's our guest.
No,
today.
guest.
She's our guest.
She's a guest.
Okay. What is your professional title that gives you credibility in the area you're talking about today? So, like, your professional title.
CEO, Women Veterans United Committee Incorporated.
CEO, United
Women's.
Women Veterans
Did you introduce her to Rodney yet?
Committee Incorporated.
The book.
United
The book.
Committee.
What about
Committee.
The book that I left at the AD.
Oh, that's her book?
Program. It had our program.
Okay.
Well, Rodney didn't read through all of that. You got to
But
make
I
the
left
connection.
No, that's why I left my contact information.
Okay,
so
cool.
he would-
And then
and you know what?
It's Charlene with a C.
Wednesday, we did a
Brown
joint
with a
veteran
ING.
committee and joined with them.
And you are also host, correct?
Joined with
No.
us,
Yeah,
excuse me.
host.
Okay.
And Miss Renee Allen was one of our guest speakers.
Well-
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, small world.
We
Yes,
were
it
a beast. We had 3 radio stations in there with us.
Wow.
Shannon out of Baltimore.
Well, if you had Renee Allen, that's all you need to have.
She is a beast.
She doesn't need a microphone.
She is a beast.
Well,
She's a beast.
I can put host of the show for you ladies, or if you would prefer to use your professional title, you are more than welcome to use whatever you want. It's your show. So if you prefer to
I'm fine with
change
host.
it,
I'm fine with host.
let me know.
If Charlene wants
I'm recommending that they do host of the show because they're looking to brand the show that then gives them the credibility for the other things that they do.
Sure. Do you ladies have a PowerPoint or any graphics for today? Okay. You said you have one Skype call at 6:15 and you're calling out to them?
Yes.
And you know how to do it on that computer?
No.
I'll show you
when
when
the number and then hit the green.
That's pretty much
I
it.
think that's pretty much it. So now you're a pro.
We'll have a class on it later, right?
Okay, I think that's the only questions that I had. We're going to go next door and we're going to get all of your lower thirds put in and get the recording ready. And we'll come back and let you know as soon as we're ready, and we'll give you guys a minute to do your.
I'll set up the stream workflow right now. And
Can we all do that together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you do that first? Get the TriCaster set up,
Yeah.
and then I'll take you all.
Okay. All we have to do at this point is punch in the lower thirds. Oh, are you using any websites, phone numbers, emails?
Our Facebook page.
Okay.
I mean, our Facebook group, which is Live Today Health Talk. We still haven't squared away the YouTube thing, right? So you didn't.
Can you call
I
up,
did
can you call up over here, the Facebook page?
Oh, bring it up over here.
If you pull it up over there, what we can do, we have that computer automatically hooked to the system, so we can actually come to a screenshot of your Facebook page when you mention it.
You do like that? Can we do ours also?
Yeah.
Just open up 2 tabs, and you'll need to switch back and forth between them. But if you open up 2 tabs in Firefox and take one to your Facebook page, and is it a Facebook group? Is it a
Or a
Facebook
website.
group or a website?
We have both. We have a web page and a Facebook.
What do you prefer? I would recommend, if you have a website, to do the website.
Yeah.
So just open up a separate
So,
tab.
and
for,
as far as the
You
website,
said use Firefox.
yeah.
as far as the website, it's optional on whether you want to use the website to come up on the computer on the screen. If not, I can just, when you give your website, I can put up a lower third that has the actual website written out.
Or you can do both.
I can do both.
Bring the lower third up over the website so that that way they'll see the domain name,
Okay.
but they'll also see what the website looks. They'll know
Okay.
in the right place.
Okay.
They said Firefox is installing. Did I hit that right?
Oh no.
No.
What is the
Oh, it
website?
might have been updating.
Yeah.
WVUC.
Okay.
Yeah, it updated.
WVUC
INC.
It'll probably make us reboot. So
INC.
we'll get to that.
Okay.
WVUCINC. So I'll do the WVUCI all in capital, and then I'll do the NC lowercase .com. Is that
know.
okay?
Everything's lowercase.
Okay, you want it all to be lowercase?
Everything's
Okay.
lowercase.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll go punch all this in for you.
So what is your domain name?
WVUCINC.org.
WVUCINC.org. Women Veterans United. Got it.
Women spelled EN, right?
Mm-hmm.
Veterans
You would have to
United
actually
Committee,
log into your account.
right?
Oh, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure for.
What's your name again?
Okay,
Melissa.
So I can drive it
You're
from
welcome.
there.
You're welcome.
Opposed, so that's because that's why I was trying to bring this up. Where if we get any feeds or anything.
Oh no, you're gonna.
You ever
Thank you.
hot changes for your CGs? Like people with long titles?
What's that?
Do you ever do hot changes for CGs for those that have long titles?
What do you mean?
Like a
Like-
two pager.
Not really. So if they have lower third, their title is too long. We can actually like shrink it down a little bit in here, which
Okay.
I'll do that, or I'll ask them, is there a shorter version or something like that? Or you could create 2 different ones and use them throughout, where their name stays the same, but say they're the president of their company and they're a volunteer with another company. You could create 2 titles and go back and forth between the 2.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to put in the titles in the lower third since Nolan's already pretty good at that? Now make sure that spelling is all very important. So we're going to start with the first one, Tiffany Daniel. So that one's already kind of created, but because she's the first person we're going to see on the screen, we can move her title to the beginning in a minute.
Peace.
Oh. Let's see.
I'd rather have mine. He leaves here with all
Fine.
this stuff.
That was the plan.
So, like Glenn was saying, in the future, I would like to have this show description page emailed to them. Like, I'll send it out like a week before the show.
Do you want to make like a template for all the information they need to write?
Yep, exactly. So I'll make a template and I'll put space for up to like 5 guest hosts, name and titles.
Okay.
And that way, And I'll include like how many shows are you doing? What's the topic of every show? How many Skype callers do you have? Do you have any graphics? Please attach them. You know, all that information so that if they're scheduled for 5 o'clock, you could come in at 4:30 or 4, however long you need to set up. Set everything up, and then you can go ahead and punch in the titles and everything, and it's all done by the time they get here.
Okay. Yeah.
Does your dad generally offer them water or coffee or anything? Are they allowed to have anything in the radio room? Do you know?
A lot of the guests have water. Like I think Tiffany's got a bottle of water.
Right.
There. Everything else is they have a cooler in the office, so if they want to get water.
Are there cups in there that you could grab?
Yeah, I think we have some.
Okay. Okay. Those, of course, I believe are more visually appealing, but
Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna live stream their first show. And then we're done with live streaming. The rest of the shows, we're just gonna record them.
right. But we're gonna do them all back to back. So
Yes.
is the Dr. Fisher or whatever?
She's gonna be on all 3 shows.
Okay, so she's in all the
Yes,
shows.
or all
Okay.
4 shows.
Okay.
I forgot. How do you rename it?
Edit. Oh, you're naming. Yeah, edit title.
Well, I did a copy, and I just need to make sure that the name's right.
For which one?
But for this one, it'll be
Here.
Yeah.
So right click and edit title.
This will be Joanne Fisher. I did it,
Yep.
Okay.
And the A is capital.
Joanne.
And I don't think there's an E on Joanne. Yeah, no.
Right. She did say that. Joanne Fisher.
And then she's the CEO of Women Veterans. So CEO, comma. Space for women. So put a space after the comma. And it's just women, no S. Veterans.
Veterans. United.
Committee Inc. Yeah, there's an INC after committee.
Comma space or
She didn't say, so let's leave the comma out and just
Put
put
INC?
INC. Yeah. Yeah,
Period?
Period. Yeah.
and then close. Okay, changed it.
And then we can go ahead and delete the Rosa J one. So just right click on that and hit remove. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to check all of them. So we're going to check them all for
If I received
So-
a mistake here, oops, keep doing that.
Tiffany's is going to be first. So drag Tiffany, yep, there.
Okay.
And then I don't think the order after that matters. Does Charlene normally talk right after Tiffany or?
She'll introduce everyone that's on her. So like,
Okay.
After when you're on the host shot, you might want to go to the wide, and then you can bring up the lower third.
Okay.
for-
And then, so I might want to zoom this in just a little bit to give her a little bit less headroom and a little bit less of the table. But we'll take a look at all the shots in just a minute. Let's look at the titles first. So Tiffany Daniel, host live 2-day health talk. Okay, that's good. And actually, go ahead and hit auto here and bring it up on the screen, and we'll look at it. There you go. Charlene Browning, so we're missing an N in Brown. Host live 2-day health talk. Okay. And then let's look at the third one.
I gotta fix
Dr.
that
Joe
one.
Ann Fisher.
You can't double click. And
Good. Now go to Tiffany's and then click on edit. I'm going to show you how to change. Click down here on host. And now up here it's set on 40, but if you put your mouse up there and you drag it this way.
Towards you?
Yep, towards me.
Make it bigger?
It'll make it bigger. There you go. That's probably good. Just that way, if it's not filling the space, if they have a really small title, or if they had a really long title and it went outside, you could also shrink it down that way. Sure. So that works for changing the size of both. You just have to click on the name or the title and then change the size.
I can do it manually too?
Try. I think so.
Oops, guess not.
Nope, because now...
can I do Control Z?
there you go.
This was 44. Oh, okay.
And then you just slide it.
Alright, that should match.
Yeah. Good. And then you can go ahead and press auto to get rid of the title there. All right, let's go look at all of the...
Are we doing a topic key?
No, so the topic will be more so for when we're putting it on YouTube or
okay.
creating the stream.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at camera 1. So here's your 4 cameras here. So camera 1.
That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4.
All right, let me see 1 again. So I think your dad said point it down to get more of her, right?
Or like a 2-shot,
Okay.
These two. Or
Okay,
a
so
single.
we'll do that. And then let me see camera 2.
That's good. Wait, what?
We could probably move it over to get rid of a little bit of the space back
See a little
here.
more Tiffany.
I would really like to see more of a, I mean, she's the guest. Don't you think that we should have a close-up of the guest? Because this one, camera 3, we already have all 3 of them, right? And camera 1 is going to be just the 2 of them. So shouldn't we have... I feel like everybody should kind of get their own shot. So let's go play with them and see what we can get them to look like.
Okay.
And then there's the Facebook page they were talking about.
That's net 1. Okay.
Good. So just
see
gonna
it.
mess with cameras a little bit. We're ready and make sure they don't have any more questions. What do you think?
Oh, good.
Because that way when you title them, it's on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like this. We could even zoom in that wide shot. I can't reach it.
Do you want some help?
Which camera?
So it's camera 3. It's up in the corner, and the zoom function is towards the back of the camera on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Camera 3. But besides that, I like the shots. I think they look good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So where'd your dad disappear to?
He's probably in his office. He said he's going to set up the stream.
I thought we were going to do that together.
Looks a little better.
Perfect! I think he can hear
If he
us.
wants, he can put on a headset and you talk to him.
Right. Well, they can probably hear us right now, right?
Yeah. Well, it's muted right now, but we can turn it
Now your mic to them is what, 4?
on.
Which one?
I think this is our mic.
Oh, sorry, 9 and 10. Sorry, that makes sense. The rest of these are theirs.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is for them, but we don't. I mean, usually this one's at the top, and you can use the audio mixer on here. But I think it should be fine right now.
Okay.
Okay. So, for today's purposes, we'll do it on your computer and watch how you set it up.
Now that computer works.
But now that that computer's set up, in the next time that we do this, let's do it all from this computer.
Yeah. I'll memorize those in the bookmarks on that computer.
Okay. All right, let's all go next door.
I mean, it's just browser based, so it's just a matter of
Right.
logging in from whatever computer. You could do it from any computer.
Okay. I just want to make sure that,
Yep.
you know, We're all learning, and we know where it will be done and what will be available.
You have the recorder?
No, you do. The only place I forgot to take it was the bathroom.
Which is a good place to remember not to take it. Okay, so we have two places that we need to make adjustments for each show. I've bookmarked these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bookmark them in the browser on the computer for that studio. So you literally just go to the bookmarks, and the first one is going to be called Live Leap. Let me, in fact, grab this. Now, the only thing about
So we always
this,
do live leap first.
yes.
Okay.
And the only thing about this is that it's based on my Facebook login. Shit, I hadn't thought about that. Which means I'm going to have to be logged into my Facebook account from that.
Computer in order for it to
Computer.
work.
Yeah.
Unless you change your live leap account so that it's
Well, we have to have it connected to a profile where we're getting viewers.
right.
That's right. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So, assuming that you were just going to the login here, let me just memorize this so I can ship it to or send it to myself. You just click on login with Facebook, and it's going to pull up this interface here.
Okay.
Step number 2 is to click on Facebook Route Manager, and it's going to pull up this interface. The main route is the only route we have in here. It's the only route we need in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to be editing the route. So if you go over from route name, share from, share to, actions, right underneath actions, you're going to click on edit route. So you do a little drop down hamburger. Don't click on delete route. Click on edit route. And it opens up, and it takes it. For whatever reason, it takes a little time for this to open up. You're going to click past the first screen. They look very, very similar. So the first screen, you're just going to click on next. And what we're doing here is we're selecting the pages and the groups that we're going to stream to today. So we just finished with For Book Lovers Only, so that was their page. We're going to toggle that off. If it's not green, it's off. We're going to always stream to Village Connector Community, my personal page, and Village Connector Local Marketing Alliance. That's going to go away eventually. We'll always stream to those.
Okay.
Then it's just a matter of
Choosing
streaming to whoever the show host is. Now, some show hosts don't have pages, like tonight.
Now you have mortgage rates on that included right there, the question mark right there.
That's
green.
well, you see that's
That's
off.
That's
Oh,
Village
I'm sorry.
Connector.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
so
put it wrong.
that's
So it
Village
stops
Connector Local
here.
Marketing Alliance. Yes, but if I wanted to toggle that on, I could.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're not going to do that now. So these are pages, and then down here are groups. Now, we have For Book Lovers Only. We're going to toggle that off, but they do have a group at Live Today Health Talk, so you toggle that on. We always go into the Village Connector Community Group, and we always go into the Che and Trevor group.
Okay.
Okay? So, for each show host, we'll have them indicate on the form whether they have groups or pages,
So
so that we should look for those on the list.
Stream to Facebook
Here you go.
groups.
Now, if they are new, we will get them set up, because what happens is, in order for them to show up here, they have to make me personally, Glenn Garnes, an administrator on their Facebook page and in their Facebook group. And then when we refresh and open this up, we'll see that in the pages and groups that they're added.
So this really can't be done on the day of, unless you're here, right?
Yeah, it would be a good idea if they do this ahead of time. Now,
That's
once
why
they've
it's gonna
done
be
it,
on the instructions.
right? But I would be doing that as part of onboarding them as a client.
Okay.
Right.
So they wouldn't come
Before
in here
they
to
start a
report.
show.
Exactly.
But knowing that if, say, Dr. Fisher had her own Facebook page and also wanted to stream it on her Facebook
That's a good point,
group,
because if
she had let us know ahead of time
That's exactly
and
right.
added you as an administrator, then we could come in here and we could put it on Charlene's page too.
That's exactly right. So, and we've done that with other show hosts.
Right.
So once you select your pages And the
your
groups, you click next. You don't have to change. This is just my LinkedIn account and my Twitter account, so we're going to always be streaming there. So we
Okay.
click next. These two we're not using, so we just click next. And then we don't use these either, so we're just going to click finish. And then the upper left-hand corner, it says success. It does it real fast. When it brings you back to this screen, you're saved, you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Okay. Then
We still have to leave that open in
No.
the browser though?
Nope.
Okay, so we could
you're done
exit
with that.
it.
Right. You can exit and then or go to the Joycaster account. And the Joycaster account is password. So I'll have the URL memorized in there too. But the password, the username is Village Connector, all lowercase, no spaces. Village Connector, and then the password is Joker 45 capital G capital G. Now, once you're logged in here, this is what you're going to see. You'll see the title, the category, and the summary. So we should ask them to, in the form that they fill out weekly, I think I may be able to create a web form.
I mean, I was just gonna create. I mean, a web form is fine. I was gonna create either an email with everything in the email, or an
If I create
email with an attachment for their show description page, or I might call it something else fancy.
Okay, if I create it as a form, they can go to that page each time they're going to do a show, and it'll automatically email the form content to us,
Okay.
or to whomever it is we want to designate to receive it.
Is there a way that we can all receive it? Like I was thinking.
I think I can set it so that yes, ma'am. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, it was getting stuffy in here.
Are you freezing?
I'm sorry.
And what would you like the AC set at? Just kidding. Okay.
At least you know it works.
Yeah. It's working well.
Okay, so this will be
We'll figure out how we're going to do that per later.
okay. So this will be Live Today Health Talk Radio, and I usually put on or something like this on the Village Connector Community Network. Okay, that's going to appear on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, then the drop down, you've got a choice of the only ones I've seen that really apply are education and business,
Okay.
based on the shows we currently have. I'm surprised they don't have something for health and wellness, but they don't.
Yeah, that seems kind of strange.
So we'll just call it education.
Sure.
And then I usually put in join Tiffany Daniel. I just do this generically. Rosa Hodge.
Rosa Hodge is
I know,
in here.
but I do it generically so that
Okay.
people know that those are all the
Okay.
hosts. And Charlene Browning
I thought we
for
had a title for this one.
Well, we do.
Informational.
That's the idea of having them in the future.
okay. So we want to do it now.
Yeah. I mean, you can have something generic, but then as long as you're putting about the healing processes